my music, forget the day, and dream of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped away.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I am Hope to Fly One, and welcome to Henderson Air Fest 2022. We have had a blast putting this show together for you today, and we hope to excite the minds of everyone here watching. We have a bunch of different acts going on today, from fast jets to World War II fighters, and I think it is a great combination. We have a great show site here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Henderson. It's a very small but very diverse civilian airport, and it is great for our show today. We're going to kick things off today with the Takeoff demonstration team from Japan. They are the Pacific Air Force. They fly for the US, but they're based in Japan, and they are great. You will see the maneuverability of the F-16C Fighting Falcon, how loud it is, you'll hear the roar. It's really a great display. After that, we're going to hop over to the Growler and the Legacy flight. Over from the US Navy, the EA-18 Growler is an electronics warfare fighter, and it is really a unique airplane, and we are going to show off the capabilities of that aircraft for you, and then do a nice little Legacy flight with a World War II era Curtiss Helldiver. After that, we are going to hop over back into World War II with some World War II fighters, including the P-51 Mustang, the P-47d, the P-40 Warhawk, and from the Europe side, the Spitfire and the Bf-109. After that, we have a bunch of other stuff, but let's focus on the main few acts first. I have just been told that the Takeoff F-16 is on the roll and will be momentarily entering the airspace. He is taking off of Nellis Air Force Base since our runway is a little small for a F-16. So once we get him airborne and in the hold, we will get our show started for you today. I just want to mention really quick that we will have a giveaway at the end of the stream today. The giveaway is for a Virpil Constellation Alpha joystick. And I just want to say this quickly, this giveaway will be for the stick only, not the base. It is just the stick. And this giveaway is sponsored by the Virtual Snowbirds and Alpha United Capital and Asset Management Group. We thank them for doing this for us today, and we hope whoever wins this joystick will have countless hours of flying fun with it. I've been told that the Virpil stick does work with the Warthog base, or it obviously also works with a Virpil base. But if you do enter the giveaway, just make sure you know you will be getting just the stick and not the base. I am told we are just 2 minutes away from the Takeoff F-16 Fighting Falcon demonstration. It is going to be fantastic. I can guarantee you that. Sounds like we're going to go ahead and transition now. So without further ado, I present the Takeoff demonstration team. Enjoy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Virtual Takeoff F-16 demonstration. I am Virtual Takeoff team member Ryan Moran, callsign Wiki. As a member of the Pacific Air Force's 35th Fighter Wing at Misawa Air Base, Japan, it is my pleasure to describe to you today's flight demonstration by the world's most prolific, single-seat, single-engine, multi-role fighter, the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Known across the world as the Viper, the F-16 has served with great distinction and has proven itself in multiple combat operations over the last 3 decades. The F-16 has been a part of the United States Air Force since 1979, assigned to Air Force units to include Air Combat Command and regions in Europe and the Pacific, as well as the air forces of many allied nations. The pilot for today's demonstration is Christopher Oliver, callsign Max G's from Daytona Beach, Florida. Max G's is a veteran dome pilot with over 4,000 hours in flight simulation and 750 hours as a flight instructor. Ladies and gentlemen, from behind and to the right, it's Max G's and the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Max G's is now performing his first aerobatic maneuver, the Cuban 8. In this maneuver, he will trace a vertical figure 8 over the airfield. As Max G's returns to show center from the left, he will accelerate rapidly and snap the Fighting Falcon through 3 aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional rolling maneuverability. From high and to the left, it's the F-16 and the triple roll. In a dogfight, the ability to turn tight is crucial. Watch now as Max G shows you just how exceptional the F-16 is in a 9G turn. At show center, he will bank sharply into a tight turn, capable of pressing the pilot into a seat with a force of over 9 times his normal weight. At 9Gs, his head and helmet alone would weigh more than 180 pounds. In a full 360-degree turn, the F-16 has a turn radius of less than 1,400 feet. It is this kind of performance that makes the F-16 one of the most maneuverable fighters in the world today. Max G's will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center. sure to follow our team on Facebook and Instagram at Virtual PACAF Viper to keep up with the team. To further demonstrate how powerful and maneuverable the Viper is, Max G's will perform a double Immelman and complete it in less than 6,000 feet.
Before this disease has destroyed everything we know.
As he approaches Show Center, Max G's will demonstrate the Fighting Falcon's ability to maneuver tightly and stay unpredictable, then quickly transition from a horizontal fight into a vertical fight. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, the Falcon turn followed by the Sharps tune. The F-16's fly-by-wire flight control system that enables the pilot and his jet to draw such precise corners. Max G's is now repositioning and slowing the F-16 to prepare for a slow speed pass. While the Viper can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, the slow speed control is just as important to those who fly it. As he approaches, notice the gray paint scheme of the F-16, one that is designed to make it more difficult to identify in weather conditions ranging from clear bright skies to dull overcast. As Max G's passes by Show Center, he will apply full afterburner and accelerate the aircraft into a near vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust-to-weight ratio. Aircraft as he prepares to demonstrate the low altitude, high speed capability of the F-16. As he passes Show Center, he will be traveling just under the speed of sound at 700 miles per hour. That's less than half the F-16's top speed. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, the F-16 and the high speed pass. Get your cameras ready as Max G's prepares to demonstrate the combination of the F-16's exceptional thrust and flight control system that makes the knife edge maneuver possible. From your right, the F-16 Fighting Falcon and the knife edge pass. Max G's is now repositioning for a maximum performance climb with a series of aileron rolls. As he pulls back on the stick, you will see the F-16's exceptional power and rolling capability as he climbs from 300 feet to more than 15,000 feet. Ladies and gentlemen, that is more than 2.5 miles straight up. The General Electric F-110 GE-129 engine produces over 28,000 pounds of thrust, enabling the F-16 to execute such maneuvers at high speeds with an exceptional preservation of energy. Max Cheese is now repositioning his F-16 behind to the left, set up for the dedication pass. He and the rest of the virtual PACAF F-16 Viper demonstration team from the 35th Fighter Wing wish to dedicate this pass to the men and women from all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces and its allies who are bravely fighting around the world, and those who have lost their lives while defending freedom. This will be your best photo opportunity, so please get your cameras ready to capture this special salute. Demonstration team would like to give a big thank you to all the men and women who work around the clock to keep aircraft like this F-16 flying and combat ready. Give it up for all our amazing maintainers. Max Cheese is now approaching for his final maneuver. As he crosses show center from your right, he will pass by at 500 feet and perform a rolling pitch and head back towards the staging airport for today. The Viper can target objects well outside visual range, while traveling faster than the speed of sound. Coupled with innovative, motivated, versatile, and adaptable airmen, the F-16 Fighting Falcon is applying new technologies and capabilities never before seen on a fighter. This concludes today's demonstration. We hope you have enjoyed this brief display of only a fraction of the aircraft's full combat capability. Once again, be sure to follow our team on both Facebook and Instagram at Virtual PACAF Viper for any additional photo galleries and video footage from our practices leading up to other DCS aerobatic events.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the PACAF demonstration team. That was an excellent performance by them. Now we are going to switch up the roles and hop over to the naval side of things as we introduce you to the Growler Demonstration team. It is a very unique display of two EA-18 Growlers, and we are glad to be able to show you it today. After the Growler demonstration, they will perform a legacy flight. It is to show our appreciation for the history of aviation and the history of World War II, as these two modern-era Growlers will join up with a World War II-era Curtiss Helldiver.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bring some naval air power to Henderson and Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bring some naval air power to Henderson and Las Vegas. Representing your modern-day naval aviators, we have two Boeing EA-18G Growlers, representing Electronic Attack Squadron VAQ-129. VAQ-129 is permanently stationed at Naval Air Station Whidbey Island in Puget Sound, Washington. The squadron's purpose is to train and prepare naval aviators to employ the unique capabilities of the aircraft you are about to witness. At the controls of the Growlers today, Hornet and Duke. They comprise the virtual EA-18G Growler Legacy Flight Team. They, along with the SB-2C Helldiver, will comprise today's virtual U.S. Navy Tailhook Legacy Flight. The Growler is an aircraft carrier-capable electronic aircraft. It is a specialized variant of the FA-18 Super Hornet, designed with state-of-the-art radar jamming and electronic warfare systems. It is also capable of employing standoff, air-to-ground, and air-to-air weapons, providing critical escort for naval frontline fighters. It is powered by two General Electric F414 turbofan engines that can together produce 44,000 pounds of thrust. That is more than twice the horsepower of a Formula One lineup. We will get the chance to see and feel the raw power of the Growler before they join up with our legacy flight aircraft. But first, here comes our representative of Naval Air Power Legacy. On the takeoff roll, to your left, the Curtiss SB-2C Helldiver, piloted by Warwolf. Everyone direct your attention to the left as Hornet and Duke demonstrate the power of the Growler's 44,000 pounds of thrust as they take off with full afterburner. Now taking to the skies from the left, here come the Growlers. The Growler was designed to replace the Grumman EA-6B Prowler, formerly in service with the U.S. Navy. Much like the Super Hornet, the Growler is 30% larger and heavier than the McDonnell Douglas FA-18 Legacy Hornet. One of the key ways to tell the difference between the Super Hornet and a Growler are the wideband receiver pods on each wingtip, which take the place of rails which could hold air-to-air missiles. Now, coming in from your left, your Growler pilots will give you a taste of the Growler's thrust and speed. Landing on board a tiny moving runway in the middle of the ocean is a skill that has been continuously perfected throughout a century of naval aviation history. The approach to the carrier is often the most dangerous part of a naval aviator's mission. Landing your aircraft at 130 miles per hour on a few hundred feet of floating steel is extremely challenging.
When I come sneak by. Not yet.
We can now get in if you want.
I'll be switching to the live voice chat in a second.
Direct your attention to the left as Hornet approaches for the carrier break. During foul weather and adverse conditions, precise stick and throttle movements from the pilot are essential to land safely aboard an aircraft carrier. As the Growler approaches the ship, the pilot will call the ball, indicating to the landing signal officers aboard the ship that the Growler is on glide slope and has the landing area in sight. The LSOs will keep a sharp eye and assist pilots over the radio when necessary to ensure a safe landing. Five, 2, 1, 3/4 mile out, call the ball.
2-1 fireball 6-5.
Roger ball. There's glide slope. A little power. On center line. Little power. Little power. Power. As America progresses through the 21st century, it becomes increasingly important that we reflect on our nation's proud history. By remembering, appreciating, and fully understanding the touchstones of our past, we will be able to more successfully chart the course for America's future. With this thought in mind, the Commander of Naval Air Forces developed the Tailhook Legacy Flight, a dynamic flight demonstration program designed to keep naval aviation's ties to its proud heritage alive and viable. Under this unique program, vintage warbirds from naval aviation's past are flown alongside present-day carrier-based aircraft, hoping to inspire the men and women who currently serve and attract the best and brightest of our next generation to join the future ranks of naval aviation. During the World War II battles of Coral Sea and Midway, the full capabilities of naval tactical air power began to be realized. Through the efforts of a handful of naval aviators, flying from straight-deck aircraft carriers, two of the most decisive battles of the war in Pacific were won. Unique in the history of naval warfare, both battles were fought in the air. By the end of the war, the aircraft carrier had replaced a venerable battleship as the dominant weapon system of naval warfare. Although it has been over 70 years since the end of World War II, a number of aircraft which flew from these carrier decks are still airworthy today. These vintage warbirds are now owned and operated by private individuals who, through their personal interest, maintain and fly these vintage aircraft and play an active role in keeping the history of naval aviation alive and actively on display. Get your cameras ready to see more than 70 years of naval aviation history flying together. Led by the SB-2C Helldiver, the Commander of Naval Air Forces is proud to present the virtual U.S. Navy Tailhook Legacy Flight. The formation is now repositioning for the second head-on pass, which will give an outstanding view of the business end of the preeminent fighters of their respective generations. As our formation turns around for their next pass, we reflect on the rich heritage of naval aviation, a heritage which continues to serve and drive the mission of the United States Navy today. On this final pass, the Tailhook Legacy Flight will fly overhead and perform an opposing pitch-out maneuver for landing. After performing the pitch out, our vintage Warbird will continue its downwind turn and reconfigure for landing. The AA-18G Growlers will initially pitch out in the opposite directions of lead and will reverse while climbing in the vertical to achieve proper separation for a carrier brake and landing. And now in high-speed review, the EA-18G Growlers. We hope you have enjoyed today's virtual tailhook legacy flight demonstration and have gained a better appreciation for and understanding of the rich heritage and ever-continuing development of naval carrier aviation. For those of you in the crowd who represent America's leadership of tomorrow, we hope you have been inspired by what you have seen here this afternoon and will consider joining the naval aviation team. All right, folks. We have concluded with a little bit of the show so far. So we are going to move over to the Warbirds. They're loading up right now and getting ready to go. And while we wait for that to get set up, just to remind everybody, we have the combat search and rescue demonstration after the Warbirds, so you will want to stay here for that. You don't want to miss that. That is pretty much going to be the first time that's ever been done at any virtual air show that we can remember. So that should be pretty darn cool. And then after that, we've got a Mustang Solo performance by Hope. He will be flying around the P-51 over Henderson, and that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to hear a lot of beautiful sound from that Merlin engine. I'm sure everybody would love to hear something like that. We're going to get on after that to the F-22 demonstration team and the Heritage Flight. The virtual Heritage Flight program is basically hosting the show today, so that is going to be one of our highlight performances. But of course, we can't forget we have the virtual Snowbirds to close up our show today. And we are beyond excited to have the virtual Snowbirds here at this beautiful setting over Henderson, Nevada. So that will be absolutely stunning to see. You don't want to miss all that stuff today. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we get our Warbirds started up and out to taxi, we're going to transfer over to the Warbirds. The year is 1944, and the war in Europe is raging on. The fighting has pressed into Nazi-held territory in France as ground troops seek to reclaim every inch of ground and turn the tide of the war. It has long been known that without the critical employment of frontline and support fighters, the Allies would not have been so successful in defeating the Nazis and saving Europe from Hitler's conquest. Today we will witness some of the most important fighters of the Second World War. Taxiing to the runway now, a mixture of American, British, and German warbirds. These aircraft have been beautifully kept, restored, and maintained to represent their condition during the war. It's been nearly 80 years since these birds controlled the skies. Now on the roll, let's listen. It is often said, those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. We fly these machines to remember those who fought for everything that is right and defend the world from tyranny. We reflect on how entire communities came together to build and supply those who were fighting. Most of all, we pay respect to those who paid the ultimate price to secure the world we have today. In today's demonstration, a group of Allied ground forces have sent intel of the location of a German airfield. In order for the Allied ground forces to advance and take control, they have requested air support to destroy grounded fighters and machine gun emplacements. A nearby airfield has responded and is sending attack aircraft right away. Meanwhile, the British have staged aircraft to maintain air superiority and engage any German fighters. Flying in today's display, a North American P-51d Mustang, piloted by Hope. The P-51 is one of the most prolific and successful fighters of the war. The Mustang and its pilots have claimed to have downed nearly 5,000 enemy fighters. To your right, or to your left, the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk, piloted by Warwolf. The Warhawk was an early multi-role fighter bomber which excelled at ground attack and close air support roles, while creating over 200 Allied aces during air superiority and escort missions. Next up, the P-47 Thunderbolt, piloted by Turtle. Nicknamed the Jug for its appearance, the Thunderbolt carried heavy firepower and armament to the battle. From the British, the Supermarine Spitfire, piloted by Scooby. This Spitfire was continuously produced by Britain throughout the war and excelled at dogfighting German fighters with its unique elliptical wing. From Germany, the Messerschmitt Bf-109, piloted by Josh. Consistently produced throughout the war, the Bf-109 provided the most intense pressure on Allies until it finally forced them to change their strategies. over 2,500 BF-109 pilots would be considered aces had such a title existed in the left block. Air raid sirens go off at the German airfield. Pilots rush out to their planes to engage. Before they have a chance to get in the air, the American fighters begin their attack with strafing runs. The P-51 Mustang and P-40 Warhawks start off the attack, but their 50 caliber machine guns are not enough to deter Germans from starting up and taking off. High and to the left, here comes the P-47 Thunderbolt with heavy bombs to crater the runway. Bombs away. £2,000 of bombs later, the runway is now unusable, preventing any further German airplanes from taking off to attack the fighters. The Spitfire has been spotted by a German Bf-109 returning from an air patrol. The German pilot realizes the airfield is under attack and engages the Spitfire. The Mustang continues to strafe the airfield's fuel depots and ammunition while the fight goes on above. From the left, the P-40 and P-47 now in formation, performing a low pass to ensure destruction of the German airfield. The mighty Spitfire was named the king of turn fighting, and you'll soon see why. Engaging each other from the left and right, watch as the Spitfire quickly gets out of a bad situation and reverses on his enemy. The Bf-109 was no match for the Spitfire's agility and low flight envelope. However, the Bf-109 is superior with speed. It is Scooby's job to keep the fight tight and slow. From the right are 3 American fighters together in a big formation to ensure the airfield is unusable. The dogfight continues from the right. The Spitfire is performing a maneuver to get behind the BF-109 called a high yo-yo. Watch as he pulls up and rolls over to get right on the BF-109's tail. And the BF-109 is down. But not out. Thanks to our terrain around the airfield, joshers can scare you with an illusion. You'll be joining up with the formation shortly. The Spitfire celebrates by performing some classic aerobatic maneuvers. The Split S and Cuban were both maneuvers designed to be used in dogfights. Now our Spitfire will rejoin with the rest of our Warbirds flying today. We hope you have enjoyed this rollback in time with our classic Warbirds over Henderson. Our flight lead, Hope, maneuvers in a similar formation of World War II fighters back to show center. Let's hear the unique sound of Merlin, Packard, Radial, and Benz engines all in one formation. The formation is now transitioning to what we call right echelon. This formation sets the aircraft up for a break to land. Each aircraft will break formation only a few seconds apart, providing the distance between each one needed to land safely and recover all the aircraft quickly. History is not to be forgotten. You can read a history textbook all you want, but to see it, smell it, and feel it is the best lesson. Flying museums are one of the greatest treasures to ensure the legacy of these aircraft and airmen are preserved. If you want to help keep these birds flying, volunteer or donate to your nearest museum. You will not regret it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us with that Warbird display there. It was really fun to put together. Warbirds are personally a big thing in my life. I volunteer at a World War II museum down in Delaware and air crew on a B-25, and I tell you, it is one of the best experiences that I get to go through every day. We go to air shows all over the country, and it is so fun. So I recommend everyone find your local air museum and volunteer, because there is nothing bad about it, and I could really attest for that. We need to keep these planes flying to preserve our history, and it is really, really important to teach these planes to our younger generation, because soon they're not going to be around anymore, and that's going to be a real shame of a day. Turning things over to the next act, which is our combat search and rescue demonstration. We have two A-10 Warthogs and a Black Hawk helicopter. They are going to perform a display for you to show you what it's like there out on the battlefield, searching and providing air cover for soldiers on the ground. It is really a unique display, and you will really enjoy watching it. Once I get the cue from them, I will send you guys over, and we will get on our way. I just got word that we are ready to go with the CSAR demonstration, so without further ado, I am going to hand it over to those guys.
routine air patrol, sorting over enemy territory. An Allied pilot experienced a mechanical failure that forced the pilot to abandon the aircraft. The pilot ejected around 5,000 feet after attempting to direct the aircraft closer to friendly forces. With no doubt the enemy is aware of the situation and en route, friendly forces must move quickly to recover the pilot and reduce enemy threats in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to direct your attention to the left as our task force aircraft launch for the operation. With the rescue helicopter and air support aircraft on their way, the pilot is reassured to stay put and stay out of sight. The cavalry is on the way. Henderson Air Fest 2022, I would like to welcome you to a unique demonstration by the United States Air Force Combat Search and Rescue. Soon we will see the rescue helicopter, an HH-60G Pavehawk from the 66th Rescue Squadron, based out of Nellis Air Force Base. The Pavehawk is carrying a small rescue team of 2 pararescue jumpers and a Joint Terminal Attack Controller, or a JTAC. U.S. Air Force PJs are specially trained airmen in paramedic, special warfare, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. U.S. Air Force JTACs are specially trained to direct combat aircraft for air support from a forward position. The team will quickly exit the helicopter, locate and treat the pilot, and ensure a safe landing zone for the helicopter to return and extract the team. The JTAC will then direct aircraft to take out hostile targets in the area and make it safer for extraction. However, this daring moment requires the helicopter to enter an area contested by enemy troops where the flight crew can expect to take enemy fire if they remain in position for too long. With the rescue team in place, the PJs set up a defensive position around the airmen. The JTAC designates the enemies for air support aircraft. Those aircraft that you saw take off earlier are 2 A-10C Warthogs from the 354th Fighter Squadron from Davis-Monthan Air Base in Arizona. The A-10C specializes in this type of mission with its GAU-8 30mm Gatling gun and complement of guided and unguided rockets, missiles, and bombs. Now, let's listen in as the JTAC calls in air support.
Roulette, Sandy 1-1, requested close air support on 40.
Sandy 1-1 Roulette, close air support request granted.
Roulette, Sandy 1-1, be advised, this will be a modified at 9 line, advisor ready to copy.
1-1 ready.
Requesting type 1. Line 4, 2-4, 901 feet. Line 5, ×2 APCs, small elements surrounding. Line 6, 3558 November, 11507 Whiskey, moving west. Line 7, targets marked with red smoke. Line 8, friendly marked with green smoke. Stay ready for remarks, over.
1-1, ready for remarks.
Requesting ×2, 30 Mike, ×2, AGM 65.
Read back as follows. 2491 feet times 2 APCs, small elements surrounding. 3558 north, 11507 west, moving west. Targets marked with red smoke, friendly marked with green smoke.
Solid readback, Sandy.
Sandy 1-1, inbound.
Sandy 1-1, continue.
Now that the A-10s have the enemy's position and type of support requested, they will head inbound towards the area of operations. In front of you, the enemy will be simulated just across the runways where the red smoke is designated.
Sandy 1-1, inbound from the west.
Sandy 1-1, cleared hot. I repeat, cleared hot.
Cleared hot, Sandy 1-1.
The A-10s are now beginning their attack from the right with an opening salvo of Maverick AGM-65 air-to-ground missiles. Now, the A-10s are using quick maneuvering called a jink out to deceive enemy tracking of the jet. This makes it difficult to predict which direction the aircraft is flying. The pilots are also deploying chaff and flares which can confuse and deflect potential anti-aircraft systems.
1-1, inbound from east.
Sandy 1-1, cleared hot.
Cleared hot.
Now the A-10s are coming in for another attack, this time using unguided rockets.
One inbound from east.
Sandy 1-1, cleared hot, cleared hot.
The Warthogs are now setting up for a series of strafing runs to quickly eliminate enemy troops advancing on the rescue team. Firing bullets the size of Coke bottles, these 30mm rounds have similar destructive capacity to hand grenades. At nearly 70 rounds per second, the Warthog can clear out enemy troops and light vehicles with bursts of 1 to 2 seconds.
1-1 inbound from east.
Sandy 1-1, cleared hot, cleared hot. Good hits, good hits, good effect on target. Stand by for Casevac.
1-1 standing by.
The JTAC has now requested the Warthogs pause their attack so the casualty evacuation can begin. The airmen will be evacuated to the nearest airbase for medical treatment and debriefing. With the enemy threat greatly reduced, the Pavehawk can safely land and recover the team and airmen. However, the enemy is still fixing to pursue the evac helicopter to locate the nearest forward operating base. To prevent this, the JTAC has one last request.
Sandy 1-1, taking small arms fire, requesting 500-pound drop of previous location as frag. Danger close.
Sandy 1-1 inbound.
1-1, bring it, bring it, bring it.
The Warhogs are making their run inbound to clear out the remainder of enemy resistance. They will use their remaining munitions, 500-pound bombs, to clear out the enemy. Henderson Air Fest 2022, your United States Air Force Combat Search and Rescue Demonstration. Let's give a huge hand to our home unit, the 66th Rescue Squadron from right here in Las Vegas. The 66th Rescue Squadron is ready to deploy anywhere in the world to provide combat search and rescue support. In addition, they stand ready to support the Nellis Test and Training Range and civilian medevac within the southwestern United States. The Sikorsky HH-60G Payhawk is an anytime, all-weather, highly modified derivative of the wider-known UH-60 Blackhawk. It features advanced communications and navigation systems with INS, GPS, and Doppler radar, along with satellite communications, forward-looking infrared, and secure voice communications. The Pavehawk also features two 50 caliber machine guns on either side. From the right, the two A-10Cs of the 354th Fighter Squadron from Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona. The 354th Fighter Squadron, known as the Bulldogs, use the A-10C to conduct close air support, combat search and rescue, air interdiction, and airborne forward air control. The A-10 is perfectly suited for these types of missions with redundant hydraulic control systems, self-sealing fuel tanks, and heavy armor about the aircraft. The Warthog can survive direct hits, from armor-piercing and explosive projectiles up to 23 millimeters. Today's A-10C features a host of advanced systems, including an integrated flight and fire control computer, electronic countermeasures, missile warning system, data link, targeting pods, multicolor displays, HOTAS, and a helmet-mounted cueing system. Coupled with some of the most well-trained and skilled airmen in the world, and you have a truly fearsome aircraft. Our pilots for today's demonstration, flying the HH-60G Warwolf, flying our A-10Cs Wildcat and Wiki, our JTAC Sheldon, our streamer 3Shy, and yours truly Max G's. The aircraft are now setting up behind the crowd for one final pass before we recover our task force today. They will fly overhead and flight lead will call ready break. The A-10s will separate from the formation and enter the landing pattern. Folks, it has been an honor and a privilege to bring the Combat Search and Rescue Demonstration to a virtual air show for the first time. We can't wait for you to see what we have in store for future air shows. We are so glad you were able to witness an example of what our U.S. Air Force airmen do every day, all around the world. We would like to take this time to thank all the men and women of the U.S. Air Force for dedicating their lives to ensuring freedom and peace is protected throughout the world, projecting air power anywhere, anytime, ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed that combat search and rescue demonstration. For the first time in virtual air shows, we like to have a lot of fun in our awesome simulator, and so it was really impressive and really something else to get that performance done. And we're really glad to be able to pull that up for you all today. So thank you all for watching. We put a lot of work into this, and it was definitely a wonderful idea coming to fruition. So it's definitely something very rewarding for all those that are participating in that. So we hope you all enjoyed that. We can't wait to bring it out to more shows. We want to expand that, make that a little bit bigger. Hopefully bring in some more aircraft and of course some more action into that, and definitely spice up some future air shows. All right, everyone. It sounds like we are ready to roll right into our next thing, which is our Mustang Solo performance by Hope. So Hope is going to fly the P-51 Mustang over Henderson for you all today. So I hope you all enjoy this wonderful flight and just listen to the awesome sound of this Merlin engine.
Yeah.
Folks, we are not done yet. We still have more to bring you at Henderson Air Fest 2022. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, you really want to hold on to your seats for this. We have the F-22 Raptor demonstration team. They are starting up right now, and we are about to make a lot of noise over Henderson. Ladies and gentlemen, right after the Raptor demonstration, they're going to join up for the Virtual Heritage Flight. Remember, this show is partially put on by the Virtual Heritage Flight program, a group of Heritage Flight enthusiasts. We aim to recreate the Heritage Flight in every way possible and as accurately as possible in digital combat simulator, flight simulator, and other simulation platforms. So, that should be a good time. Then, once we're done with the Raptor demo and the Heritage Flight, we are going to have the Snowbirds, the virtual Snowbirds, and they're going to perform for us for the first time over Henderson, Nevada. They promise to bring us a really, really good performance this afternoon, so you really don't want to miss that. Don't forget, we are doing a giveaway. Remember to sign up for the giveaway in the chat. Alright? Remember, that giveaway is for the grip and not the base. So, if you do not have a base, remember you can still enter for the giveaway, but you will not have the base as a part of the giveaway. It will just be the grip. But that doesn't mean don't enter. Definitely enter. Even if you don't have a base, you can easily get one, and you won't regret that. While our Heritage Flight team and our Raptor get configured and ready to go today, we hope you guys have enjoyed the show so far. We brought a lot of amazing acts and performers for you, so we really are proud to put on this show. This is the first time any of us have actually done an air show in a virtual world as far as putting it on. So it's been an exciting time for all of us. We've learned a lot of things along the way, and we can't wait to do it again. So keep an eye out on the Virtual Heritage Flight program. In the future, we're definitely going to put on another show. Maybe this year, maybe next year, but we'll see. Now our Heritage Flight team is starting to take the runway, so we're about to hand it off over to the United States Air Force. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our Raptor is inbound. Here we go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Virtual Air Combat Command, we would like to welcome you to today's demonstration at the 2022 Henderson Air Fest. Today's demonstration is dedicated to all the men and women of the United States Air Force, Air National Guard, and the Air Force Reserves, and serves as a virtual tribute act to the F-22 Raptor, its demo team, pilots, maintainers, engineers, and taxpayers. We thank you for your unselfish dedication and for ensuring American freedom. I am the virtual F-22 Raptor demonstration team's Vice Commander and Safety Observer, Alexander Pineda, call sign Warwolf from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As proud members of Air Combat Command's 1st Fighter Wing, located at Joint Base Langdon Eustis in Hampton, Virginia, it is my distinct pleasure to describe for you today a combat capability demonstration by the world's most technologically advanced 5th-generation fighter aircraft in the world. The F-22 Raptor's mission is air dominance. It supports our Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force, and our allies to freely operate in today's joint fight anywhere, anytime. The pilot for today's demonstration is Nathan Schneller, call sign Sheldon from Lexington, Kentucky. Sheldon is a combat-proven virtual pilot with more than 5,000 hours of flight time, with experience in multiple flight simulator platforms from Infinite Flight to DCS World. He is a Raptor demo superfan who plans to commission in the Air Force as a pilot and has been the team's commander since 2017. You are about to witness the extreme maneuvering capabilities of the most advanced and most lethal fighter aircraft in your United States Air Force. The Raptor you see today is unmodified and it is fully combat capable. Although we can't share with you everything that makes the Air Force's F-22 Raptor the most lethal fighter jet in the world, we will show you its raw power as it pushes its maneuvering capabilities to the limit. In today's demonstration, it will execute high agility maneuvers that are unique to only the Raptor and no other combat-ready fighter in the world. It is a true first look, first shot, first kill weapon system. The Raptor plays a vital role in the defense of this nation, and it represents your Air Force's dedication to aim high, fly, fight, and win, ensuring our ability to beat any challenge at any time, under any conditions, anywhere in the world. As today's demonstration begins momentarily, you will see the Raptor accelerate into the box, producing over 70,000 pounds of thrust from its twin powerful Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines. The Raptor will virtually leap off the runway an amazing 1,000 feet and power straight into the vertical. At a safe altitude, Sheldon will literally loop the aircraft, reversing its flight path, then roll, while diving straight down.
I am the shadow and the smoke in your eyes. I am the ghost that hides in the night.
So now it's time to stand up, move forward, and get ready. The show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most feared aircraft in the world today, your F-22 Raptor! The Raptor's advanced flight control systems, along with its powerful engines, allows it to pull over 9 times the force of gravity. Now watch from the right as the Raptor demonstrates its tight turning capability with a minimum radius horizontal turn, and then powers straight up into the vertical. And then watch as Sheldon whips the Raptor around on a dime and gives you 9 cents change with the amazing J-turn reposition. firepower of the Raptor consists of any lethal combination of 8 missiles and up to 8 precision satellite-guided bombs. In order to remain stealthy, it must retain a sleep profile, requiring all the bombs and missiles to be carried internally. The EF-22 is the first supersonic, multi-role and highly maneuverable stealth fighter in the world to have a fully internal combat weapons load. Ready your cameras as the Raptor banks it from the left and cycles his weapons bay doors. Folks, if you've ever been wondering where those bombs and missiles hide, here is your answer. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Virtual Raptor Demo, we stand proud today as we dedicate this next pass to those hardworking active duty servicemen and women deployed on the world's front lines and their families supporting them through today's joint fight. We'd also render this high-speed salute to our veterans and Gold Star families in attendance, and to those who have given their lives defending freedom. This will be your best photo opportunities to get those print screen buttons ready to capture this salute. Now from behind it to the right, freedom is inbound. The Virtual Raptor Demo team proudly represents today's dedication pass. The F-22 possesses the ability to point its nose at will, even at extremely low airspeeds and at high angles of attack. Watch closely as the aircraft pulls into the vertical and executes one 360-degree aileron roll. At altitude, the jet will flip backwards and level off, and then less than 2,000 feet of altitude and under complete control, Sheldon will execute a full 360-degree flat turn. The Raptor will now quickly reposition and show you what more these advanced flight controls and powerful engines can do. As he executes the power loop, you will see why the Raptor is unmatched in a vertical fight, as he thunders through a loop and doubles his altitude at the end. At the top, you can see the Raptor gracefully rotate around one spot in the sky, utilizing the vector thrust from the twin powerful Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines, which literally flip the aircraft through the vertical and then back to level flight. Following the power loop, you see the Raptor perform the Loco Roll.
Keep singing my legacy. I took it from the bottom to the top, and now you talk about me like I'm a god. I came here, I conquered. They call me a monster. I take it if I want it. My name is Iconic.
Many jets can turn tight, many jets can roll quickly, and many jets can climb fast, but not many can fly quite like a Raptor. Watch down from behind and overhead as the Raptor flies over, pull straight into the vertical, and then under complete control, you will see the F-22 defy the laws of physics and slide backwards over Henderson. The Raptor's low speed, high alpha handling characteristics are not only crucial, but exceptional. Now from the right, the Raptor will slow down to less than 90 knots and then load up on a high angle of attack. After the pass, you will once again feel the raw power of the jet as Sheldon lights those afterburners and rockets away into the skies above Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Raptor's slow speed pass.
Got a 3-day weekend and everybody's loading it up. With my Ray-Bans on and a Yeti in the back of the truck. I'm riding shotgun, playing DJ. Mixing Willie and Hank with some yin yang. Got the windows down and the speakers turned all the way up. Oh, you gotta take it too far from home. A little bit of heaven's just down the road, where we can lay back, open up a cold and take it slow. I like pina coladas down in PCB. Give me that whiskey.
The F-22 possesses the ability to reach speeds and altitudes that makes it virtually untouchable from enemy air and ground systems, even without utilizing its afterburners. Accelerating from 90 knots to beyond 600 knots, Sheldon will complete this whiffer to reposition and set up for another high-speed pass, showcasing just a fraction of the Raptor's super cruise and full-speed capability. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Freedom's Thunder on the high-speed pass. The Raptor is now dropping for a maneuver known as the Hoover Pitch. This maneuver is a double knife edge separated by an inverted tuck followed by a pitch in preparation for the Heritage flight. This is another great opportunity to capture the Raptor with your screenshots during today's virtual flight demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, named after the late legendary Bob Hoover, the Raptor's Hoover Pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to describe the unique history of what you are about to watch. In 1997, the leaders of Air Combat Commands assembled a select group of retired military and civilian performers to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the United States Air Force. In 2010, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation joined with the United States Air Force to keep this popular program flying. From this gathering was born the Heritage Flight, a unique demonstration of the Air Force's history from the days of the Army Air Corps to the present. From what started out as a one-time event has grown in popularity and demand, and now heritage flights are performed at air shows and special events in the United States and around the world.
With a grateful heart and watchful eye, we remember, and may the faithful, proud machines who bore the sword of freedom on their wings be given the honor such a burden brings when we remember. Keep them flying, so that all who see them will know that their freedom was won by the
Flying in the formation today is a World War II era P-51 Mustang piloted by Hope to Fly, a World War II era P-40 Warhawk piloted by Turtle, a United States Air Force F-35A Lightning II piloted by Panic, and a United States Air Force F-22 Raptor piloted by Sheldon.
And all who've coursed through hostile skies know that freedom requires a sacrifice. To those who paid the highest price, we remember with a place of honor so deserved. For what flesh and blood and steel have earned, may the greatest glory be reserved for the colors they so bravely serve. Keep them flying, so that all who see them will know.
We would like to dedicate today's Heritage Flight performance to all military veterans in attendance whose sacrifices over the years have helped preserve America's freedom. We hope you've enjoyed watching this rare formation of classic and current Air Force aircraft on our journey from heritage to horizons. ladies and gentlemen, once again, we hope you've enjoyed watching this rare formation of classic concurrent Air Force aircraft. Now please watch with me and turn around as this rare formation approaches from behind and overhead for its final pass to split break. Ladies and gentlemen, your virtual United States Air Force Heritage Flight. We hope you've enjoyed watching and taking pride in this rare display of more than 70 years of air power heritage. Now watch as each aircraft begins their individual passes from the left. Ladies and gentlemen, now direct your attention to the left as your United States Air Force F-22 Raptor runs in for the max climb, dedicated to the first F-22 Demo Team Commander, Major Paul Max Moga. Now to the left, we have hope to fly in that beautiful North American P-51 Mustang. Low to the left, we have that beautiful Curtiss P-40 Warhawk flown by Turtle. Give him a wave. And now to the left, we have a Lockheed Martin F-35A Lightning II piloted by Panic with the opposing rolls. One more time from the left, the Raptor now flex that thrust vectoring maneuverability as he executes the attack pitch. Now low to the left, watch out, here comes hope to fly in that beautiful P-51. And once again, low to the left, here comes Turtle in that P-40 Warhawk. And now low to the left, dedicated to the first F-35 demo pilot, Major Andrew Dojo Wilson. Here's the Dojo Drift. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's virtual flight demonstration. We hope you've enjoyed sharing the ride with us and witnessing what your F-22 and F-35 are capable of. First established in 2017 by Nate Sheldon Schneller, the virtual F-22 Raptor demo team is the Virtual Airshow Council's second active single-ship virtual demo team. With the ongoing ambition to fully recreate the awe-inspiring routine flown by your United States Air Force Air Combat Command F-22 Raptor demo team, we are multi-platformed and mission-ready. The team takes any opportunity we can to fly in any virtual air show on a desktop or on the phone you hold in your hand. Spending days and more perfecting this routine was no easy task, but with passion, patience, practice, and missions in mind, what is this team's hallmark has reached the limits of perfection and precision that we aim to present for you today. Flying in virtual air shows around the world showcasing raw 5th generation air power, we fly in support of the real demo mission. to recruit, retain, and inspire the next generation of not just airmen, but aviators, engineers, leaders, and more, demonstrating that hard work, which is key to the men and women of today, of service, integrity, and excellence, can make any dream a reality. You can follow us on Instagram at Virtual Raptor Demo and join our Discord to hang out with the team and engage in all things aviation. Before we send things off to the staff here at Virtual Henderson Air Fest, we lend a final thanks to Lieutenant Colonel Paul Loco Lopez for inspiring the full establishment of this demo team, and Granelli Designs for bringing the F-22 Raptor to the skies of DCS World. On behalf of the virtual F-22 demo team, we thank you for your attendance, your patriotism, and most of all, your support. Raptor Nation signing out. Air power!
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed your United States Air Force's representation of the F-22 Raptor demo, a little bit of F-35, and the Heritage Flight. That was absolutely amazing. I really love that. So, next up, we're going to get the Snowbirds out here ready to go. So we can't wait to have the virtual Snowbirds flying over Henderson for the first time at our show. We're so glad some of you guys are able to join us. I've been chatting with some of you guys in the text chat on the stream here, and it is really exciting to see that some of you guys are here to watch a virtual air show for the first time. That makes me really proud for us to put on this show for you guys, and I'm really glad you guys are able to come here, enjoy this show. And we hope you guys come and enjoy some more future virtual air shows. Don't forget to follow some of our partners. Virtual Air Festivals is another amazing group of individuals who put on virtual air shows and events. So definitely check them out. They have a Discord, they have a website that you can look at. So definitely giving them a little bit of a shout out. So you can see some more virtual air shows later on throughout the year. And we're looking at putting on some more shows ourselves. I think we're definitely going to want to do this again. It's been a blast so far.
Yeah, we're definitely looking at sending out some different show ideas to the community and seeing what we can come up with, making it unique and making it exciting. I just want to reiterate one more time that after the Snowbirds, we will have a giveaway brought to you by the Virtual Snowbirds. And also, not only that, brought to you by Alpha United Capital and Asset Management Group as well. So make sure to not leave right after the Snowbirds, because we will have that for you. It's been great flying for you guys today. I just want to say thank you to a few people before we hand it over to the Snowbirds. First person I want to thank is Brunelli. He made our P-40 mod here today that we've been using, and we're really grateful to have him working on some stuff for us. I also want to thank all my staff members that came out and worked hard for this show today. Turtle, Bree Shy, Warwolf, Max G's, Nate. They're all great, and I thank them very much for helping us out today. And I think this went really well. And we're going to get a status check from the Snowbirds quickly, and we'll get going.
Alright folks, the Snowbirds are ready to go, so we're going to turn it over to them in just a few seconds. Hold on to your seats, people. This is going to be good.
Good evening. On behalf of our commanding officer and all of the members of Virtual 431 Air Demonstration Squadron, welcome to the 2022 Virtual Snowbirds Performance. The Virtual Snowbirds are composed of flight simulator hobbyists from around North America, encompassing a wide variety of aviation enthusiasts, from super jumbo pilots, student pilots, current and former Canadian Forces and United States military members, and passionate aviation fans. Our team is made up of 9 show pilots and 3 support pilots. Our team's public affairs officer is Raphael Duncan, born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Call sign Wildcat, he is a member of the U.S. military, and in his spare time he enjoys aviation photography and playing the guitar. My name is Tyler Houtby, call sign Olaf, from Thunder Bay, Ontario, and I will be your narrator today. I am a data analyst during the week and spend the weekends enjoying all that Northern Ontario has to offer. When not flying, I enjoy fishing, hunting, quadding, and sledding. With me is today's safety pilot, Virtual Snowbird 10, Adam Ramble Riom, from Ontario, Canada. In his free time, Ramble enjoys spending time with his dog and plane spotting around the Windsor area. The Virtual Snowbirds aircraft are parked quite close to the spectator area, and once the engines are started, they will generate a tremendous amount of noise. Following the engine start, the team will taxi to the runway and take off in formation. Now we go live to the cockpit as the boss calls for the team to check in. During the startup, take note of the checks each pilot performs to ensure their jet is ready for takeoff.
Lights off. Stand by canopies. Canopies go.
Runway 17 right, winds calm, altimeter 2942, taxi Foxtrot Alpha Hotel, hold short 170.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel, runway 17 right, 2942. Silver, check your parking brake off, check your trim set, check your insurance thing, 2942. Lap belt, lights out, 1 right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. For the individual, right turn out, 80% go. 7, 8, 9.
team taxis to the active runway. Let me tell you a little bit about the jets that will be used for today's performance. With partnerships involving Alpha United Capital and Asset Management Group, FJM Aero, and Grinelli Designs, the Virtual Snowbirds fly a custom CT-114 Tudor module, which includes a painstakingly detailed CT-114 Tudor model by FJM Aero and a custom CT-114 Tudor flight model with over 20,000 separate lines of specific code. Our CT-114 Tudor includes detail-oriented features such as a custom smoke system, coded to simulate the Snowbird system in the real jet, an accurate J8540 CAN engine, detailed startup procedures, as well as hydraulic and electrical systems by Grinelli Designs. All of this has been provided by our main sponsor, Alpha United Capital and Asset Management Group. The Canadair CT-114 Tudor, built in the early 1960s, served as the primary jet trainer for the Royal Canadian Air Force until the year 2000. The single J85 jet engine produces 2,700 pounds of thrust, which propels the relatively light aircraft to speeds of over 400 knots. The straight-wing design and the finely tuned controls make it handle like a classic sports car of the sky. With the exceptional maintenance it receives from the highly qualified team of technicians, the Tudor continues to serve as the perfect platform for aerial demonstration displays. Now, take a look at the runway to your left as the team lines up in preparation for departure. Today's takeoff will be a stream takeoff with all 9 aircraft departing individually. As Virtual Snowbird 1 departs, he will initiate a left-hand turn. Upon the 7 airborne call, the boss will reverse the turn to allow for the team to rejoin. I'ma say all the words inside my head. And they are on the roll, your 2022 Virtual Snowbirds. The things have been, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea, the master of my sea, I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took me, shook me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the Virtual Snowbirds team is composed of flight simulator enthusiasts from across North America. The Virtual Snowbirds team was created in 2006 with the goal to recreate the Canadian Forces Snowbirds performances in a flight simulator environment. Today, the team practices maneuvers from throughout the Snowbirds' history to provide a faithful tribute to the Canadian Forces Snowbirds demonstrations. Our show team consists of 9 show pilots and 3 support pilots. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings, they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. Now, look behind the field, folks, for a glimpse behind the scenes. The team is setting up for a shakeout, which is a positive 5G pull, followed immediately by a negative 2G push. They will then test the smoke system. This is performed to ensure both the aircraft and the pilots themselves are ready for the show. If you follow the team to the right, you should be able to spot the smoke trails. Look to your right to see today's warm-up, the Big Diamond Loop. Alright folks, who's ready to see the virtual Snowbirds? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's showtime! Look to center stage for the iconic 9 twinkling lights in the Card 9 formation, and listen in live to the cockpit of Virtual Snowbird 1.
Running in for the high show Snowbird chicken. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One. Let's have a good high show. Snowbird, booked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Virtual Snowbirds! smooth and accurate flying is essential for our two inner pilots. Flying in the inner right wing position is Virtual Snowbird 2, Tim Paninsky, callsign Raptor from Chicopee, Massachusetts. Raptor is an experienced formation pilot and has flown with groups such as the FSX Thunderbirds and Virtual Blue Spectres. In his free time, Raptor enjoys photography, attending car shows, and spending time with his family and friends. Anchored on the inner left wing position is Virtual Snowbird 3, Corey Prefontaine, callsign Butsky from Edmonton, Alberta. Butsky is a loadmaster flying on the 727, the 757, and 767. An experienced virtual airshow pilot, Butsky has previously flown with the Virtual Vultures and the Virtual Thunderbirds. In his free time, Butsky enjoys sailing, fly fishing, and the outdoors. Now, watch as the team returns from the left for the swept Delta bottom side pass. As they exit, watch for the boss to pull the team into a loop and listen in as he calls for the change to Draken formation.
Here they come, the boys in the bright white sports car, waving their arms in the air. They think they there they go, the boys in the bright white sports car, honking at all the girls.
Power back, Drake and go.
The backbone of our formation consists of two line-astern pilots, better known as the STEMcats. Our first line-astern pilot is Virtual Snowbird 4, Tom Mihelich, callsign Racer from Troy, Michigan. Racer is on his third tour with the team and slowly making his way around the formation, previously flying as an inner, second line-astern, and flight lead. Back to your right, the team is returning for the timeless Big Diamond Combo, a maneuver renowned for its precision and grace. Line-astern pilot Snowbird On your left, Virtual Snowbird 9, and on your right, Virtual Snowbird 8 will now converge for the opposing Knife Edge Pass, followed by the Pretzel. Returning once again, watch as our two solo pilots bring it back in for the roll, half to inverted. Now watch as they pull straight up for the vertical exit. Look over your right shoulder. Here comes Virtual Snowbirds 7, 6, and 5, tucked in tight for the Echelon in review. Keep looking left. The Solos are returning for the Yogi roll, named for former Snowbird Solo and boss, Delwood Yogi Hugebear. Look left again as Virtual Snowbirds 2 and 3 are about to snap to the inverted before the boss rolls the formation in the signature double take.
I am lifted when I'm up, I can't get down, can't get down, can't get level. When I'm up, I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. When I'm up, I can't get down, can't get down, can't get level. When I'm up, I can't get down, get my feet back on the ground. He just needs something on him, something to wind him up, to multiply him when it comes on strong. Street lights are spinning, life's just beginning, and then it comes on strong, it comes on strong.
Now look center stage as the Solos twizzle onto the line.
When I'm up, I can't get down.
These Solos are now converging for the inverted to inverted rolls. As they exit, watch for the vertical reversal. Watch now as the Solos roll their aircraft through 1,080 degrees for the triple lob roll.
Smoke on now. Running in for the triple lob roll. Contact.
Contact.
Moving up. Solo. Roll now.
Now, back at Show Center, Virtual Snowbirds 1-7 return in Vic formation. Watch as they pull into a loop, changing from Vic to Wedge, and perform the Maple Leaf Split. A salute to our nation's flag.
Snowbirds, split now.
Heads up, folks. Here come the Solos with the noose. Now, watch as the Solos return for the level roll.
Running in for the level roll. Contact.
Contact.
Solo. Roll now.
As the Solos reposition, let's watch as they drop everything but the kitchen sink in preparation for the opposing dirty roll.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
Flying on the outer edges of our large formations requires aggressive and responsive piloting. On our outer right wing position is Virtual Snowbird 6, Serge Lazarev, callsign Gramps from Burlington, Vermont. Eyes right now, here comes the boss, along with Virtual Snowbirds 2, 3, 6, and 7 for the Snowbird signature Vic combo. On the outer left wing, Virtual Snowbird 7, Sean Wyatt, callsign Tub from Shad Bay, Nova Scotia. Tub is a 29-year veteran of the Royal Navy. In his spare time, he likes to cruise on his motorcycle or paddle the ocean with his wife on his wing. And now, let's look straight ahead for a very special maneuver.
Keeping my eyes wide open. I've been keeping my eyes wide open. Oh, love is a symphony all around me, running through me. Oh, love is a melody.
The Virtual Snowbirds would like to dedicate today's heart to all of the staff here at Henderson Air Fest for making this event such a success.
The dawn is fire bright against the city light. The clouds are growing now.
Get your cameras ready and focus on center stage as Virtual Snowbird 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 perform the heart-stopping leg back cross. Look right, then left as the Solos and the Stemcats come into view and listen in as they orchestrate the exciting four-way cross.
Smoke on, down. Running in for the four-way contact. Contact. 95%, go! Solo. Roll now.
Don't blink as the Solos will now bring it back, converging at speeds of over 1,000 kilometers per hour as they go head-to-head not once, not twice, but 3 times for the sustained 5G Co 360.
Wash my mouth
chat. Let's hear some love for the Solos. From behind, watch as the team returns in Speedbird formation. As they fly overhead, watch for the stem caps to make 2 formation changes in this dynamic loop.
Power back, let's go. Go.
Back to the left, the Solos will go canopy to canopy, staring deep into each other's VR goggles, rolling across the show line in the mirror roll. And back on the left, virtual Snowbirds 1 through 7 are now returning for the tightest formation you will see today. With 4 feet of wing overlap, we present the Double Diamond Roll. Watch out. Enjoy a parting shot from our Solos 8 and 9 as they head to rejoin the rest of the virtual Snowbirds team. The role of the Solos is physically demanding and involves split-second decision-making. Our lead Solo, Virtual Snowbird 8, is Dom Germano, callsign Rush, from Detroit, Michigan. Rush has flown DCS aerobatics for 6 years and in his spare time likes to play guitar. Our opposing Solo is Virtual Snowbird 9, Sam de Beaumont, callsign Gucci, from Quebec City, Quebec. Sam, whose art company also sponsors our team, is a hedge fund manager, and in his spare time he enjoys traveling, hiking, and nights out with his friends. Now, let's listen live as the Solos rejoin the rest of the team and they all blast off together through the shuttle bottom side pass.
Welcome aboard the mothership. Ludicrous speed, go. Powering up. You can't see the morning, but I can see the light. Let it ride.
Leading a 9-plane aerobatic formation requires finesse and superior situational awareness. Virtual Snowbird 1, the boss, is Matthew Weber, callsign Crank, from Truro, Nova Scotia. Crank was Virtual Snowbird 6 in 2011 and is a member of the Canadian Forces. In his free time, Crank enjoys playing hockey and spending time with his family and friends.
See, my life is
From the right, watch as the team is inbound for the timeless Big Arrow Roll.
But it surrounds you like a light, makes you stronger for the fight. I'm never letting go, gotta learn to grow. Watch me as I touch the sky. Still I fly. Now I know it's what I gotta do. Find a dream that's new, give it all I got this time. Still I fly. Still I fly. Feel the wind all around, all the courage to be found. Who knows what's out there? I know I'd get there. Oh, off into the sun. I know I'm not the only one that's never letting go. Gotta learn to grow. Watch me as I touch.
As you may have noticed, our 3-jet has encountered some problems with DCS. He will be rejoining us as soon as possible, and we will continue the show.
Give it all I got this time. Still. Flying so strong, I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving on. Never letting go, gotta learn to grow. Watch me as I
Now watch as the team repositions to allow 3 to rejoin.
and some kind of madness it started to evolve. I tried so hard to let you go, but some kind of madness is swallowing me whole. Yeah, I have finally seen the light, and I have finally realized what you mean. And now
All right, folks. 3 is back. We are back in formation. We have sacrificed goats and small children to the Eagle Dynamics gods, and we are ready to go.
keeping us afloat. But when I look back at all the crazy like some kind of madness was taking control. Yeah.
And now, look straight ahead as the team returns for the awe-inspiring Canada Burst. The virtual Snowbirds proudly strive to replicate the Canadian Forces Snowbirds, who continue to inspire not only us, but countless people across North America.
Taking my chance on everything. I never thought that I could be, 'cause you can do almost anything if you just believe.
Snowbird split. Now.
You can move mountains with
Today's Canada Burst is dedicated to all of the members of 431 Air Demonstration Squadron. Your Canadian Forces Snowbirds!
if you just believe. It's like I'm falling through my own feet. They used to harm me, but now they're not here. There's no looking back. My future is clear. No giving up. And I'm holding on when it gets rough. 'Cause you can get through most anything if you just believe.
Mastering an aerobatic performance takes dedication and hours of training, which would not be possible without the support of our families. The virtual Snowbirds would like to thank Amanda, Emma, Ben, Susie, Sierra, Candace, Jennifer, Rachel, Rhiannon, Ellie, Larry, Charlene, Natasha, Elizabeth, Debbie, Raven, Josie, Jacques, Donald, Barbara, Jason, Sienna, Kelly, Pat, and Vanessa.
No one says it's easy, and no one says you have to be perfect. But as long as you try, you're always gonna find it was worth it. If you just believe, you can move mountains with dreams.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, look ahead one more time for those 9 twinkling lights as we listen in to the cockpit of Virtual Snowbird 1 as the team runs in for the technical 9-plane line abreast pass.
A brand new machine, one for converting a plastic to dream.
Live from the cockpit for Snowbird 1. Thank you for joining us tonight. This, our very first public flight demonstration of the 2022 Virtual Air Show season. We salute you with a 9-plane line abreast. Virtual Snowbirds, smoke on down.
One thing is certain, all the rest are lies. Beautiful and damned ones never realize that the dark is light enough to see the ignorance of greed. Still she cries. Come on, get up.
you have a passion for formation aerobatics? For more information about the virtual Snowbirds, the team, or how to apply, please see our website, www.virtualsnowbirds.ca.
Counting out the beats to hear a voice in every mind, sounding out retreat as they run. Watching the sand fall, get you nothing like the hands on the clock wall. Oh, I love it when you're standing up so tall, and all you want is all aglow. Here we are in our own space, and I believe in every bright smile that I faced. Keep them coming, cause I'm feeling the same way.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, your 2022 Virtual Snowbirds!
We're only here for so long. We bleed and we fall tonight till tomorrow. We go and we go till we're gone. So let's go. So let's go. So let's go. So let's go. Long roads behind us, and we made it to this bright night that finds us all together. What has long been denied us could be ours to know. Oh, and I can see you moving, so let me hear it when you whisper I'm losing. And I can feel it when your heart beats the truth, and it's the only thing I know. We'll run till we fall, and the closing bells call, and we're only here for so long. We bleed and
The Snowbirds are now returning on the left for one last pass to prepare and align the team for landing. The Snowbirds pitch.
so let's go. 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 So let's go.
You have just witnessed the first demonstration of the 2022 season and the 7th in Virtual Snowbirds history. On behalf of all of the members of Virtual 431 Air Demonstration Squadron, thank you for joining us. It has been an honor and a pleasure performing for you today. Back to you, Hope.
Really exciting to watch, and I can't think of a better way for us to have closed out our wonderful first time at Henderson Air Fest here. So thank you to the Virtual Snowbirds for doing your awesome performance. Nice sunset flight for you guys.
We have a giveaway coming up, so this is your absolute last chance to enter the giveaway. Exclamation mark giveaway in the chat. Enter that because we are going to be drawing the winner momentarily. And to talk more about the giveaway, we have Turtle here, so take it away.
Hello guys, greetings, I'm Turtle. For those who don't know, like Hope just said, we have a giveaway for the Virtual Constellation stick. One second. So, in collaboration with the Virtual Snowbirds sponsor, Alpha United Capital and Asset Management Group, we'd like to thank you for watching, and we're going to be closing the giveaway here shortly, so if you want to enter it, exclamation mark giveaway, you'll be presented with a link, and you can go ahead and buy one ticket there.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone get in and on that. Just hit ticket and log in, and you won't want to miss out on getting a vertical stick because they are amazing.
And so the Virtual controls are known for their top quality products and represent what true dedication to a craft means. We hope the Constellation Alpha serves as a fellow flight simulator well. Special thanks to Hope, 3 Shy, Warwolf, Max G's, and Sheldon. Thank you all again for watching. Please visit the Virtual Snowbirds website at www.virtualsnowbirds.ca and their sponsor at www.alphaunitedcamg.com. That's www.alphaunitedcamg.com. So I'm going to go ahead and close the giveaway now, and we'll see you the winners. Congratulations to Aviator Raider. Aviator Raider. If you want to go ahead and reach out to me, I'll be posting in chat. Go ahead and send me a whisper and I'll get you in contact.
Big congrats there. That is going to be a good stick for you to pursue your flight simulator endeavors with.
So I hope you guys enjoy that, and remember, it's just the stick, it's not the base, so you're going to need a purple base or a Warthog base. So again, go ahead and message me and I'll get back to you.
Make sure to message Turtle there, and without anything else, we could wrap it up here. This has been a great day, has been a great show. Again, thank you to all the staff members who helped us out on this show. It was fantastic. I had a blast. Max Shees, do you have anything to add before we wrap it up?
Yeah, absolutely. I said this in our private staff chat, but I just wanted to reiterate a huge thank you to all the staff, the Virtual Heritage Flight Program, and everybody that was basically working, for the last several months just to make sure that this show could happen. Thanks to you, Hope. Thanks to 3 Shy for doing our stream. Thanks to Turtle for all kinds of media work. Warwolf, same for our graphics and posters. Nate, everybody really put in a lot to this show. I can't even name everybody. There's just so many hands involved in making sure that this worked. And this being our first time, cracking at a virtual air show, from the production side of it, it was definitely a new experience. There's a lot of things that we learned along the way, and I think that the result that we've come to here has been just pretty much beyond our wildest dreams of how well today has gone. So it's definitely, I don't know if everybody agrees with me, but it's definitely something that I want to do again, and I want to make more shows like this happen again. It's been a dream come true. So thank you all for coming here and watching with us and enjoying our show. We hope to bring a lot of the stuff that you saw today to some other virtual air shows around the community. There will be more shows around the year, and we will kind of debrief ourselves and see if this is something that we're willing to put out again this year or maybe next year. We'll see, and we'll let everybody know. Just want to remind everybody to go to the Virtual Heritage Flight Discord, follow that if you want to follow our channel here as well, definitely hit that follow button for this channel. We're going to do some Heritage Flight streaming throughout the year of our practices and actual events and things like that. So definitely a channel you want to keep up with and follow. You know, put a reminder on here for when the channel goes live so you don't miss out on any of the Heritage Flight action. And if you're in the Discord, you'll see some awesome media of Heritage Flights, all the Air Combat Command aircraft that are a part of it, Virtual Raptor demo team, the A-10 demo team, the Viper demo team. All those guys are in our Discord server with their virtual teams, including PACAF, even though it's not really a part of the Heritage. But definitely a lot of good media in there for you to watch and look at. So feel free to do that. As we're watching the Snowbirds taxi in and the sun is setting, it's been a great day. Hope you guys have all enjoyed this show, and thank you all for coming out to Henderson Air Fest 2022.
Yeah, and just a quick reminder here, we will be in our Henderson Air Fest Discord after the stream goes dark momentarily. Everyone is invited. Come on over there, hang out with us, and we can talk about the show. You can tell us what we did right, you can tell us what we did wrong. So without further ado, we will see you over there.
And actually, hang on just a moment. Before we let everybody go, I think we have a small issue. It looks like Aviator Raider is not here anymore. So what do we do about that?
We can definitely have a reroll.
I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We may have to re-roll this. So I guess that means that some of you guys are still in for a chance to win that verbal stick.
We're gonna keep it closed for now, so for those who entered, we have 32 people that are still in it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw another winner from that poll there. Alright, here we go. VTB Bingo.
Alright, is Bingo still here?
I guess we're gonna have to keep rolling until somebody gets here. We'll give them like 2 more minutes here to get in chat.
Yeah, we'll see if Bingo's still around here. He can claim his prize.
We'll give him till 3:30 here.
Alright, so while we wait for VTB Bingo to potentially claim the giveaway, I guess more shameless plug for the Virtual Heritage Flight program. So one of the biggest things about the Virtual Heritage Flight program is throughout the year, oh, there's VTB Bingo. Hey, congratulations. Looks like you have won yourself a verbal stick.
Bingo, go ahead and get in contact with me either via Twitch, Whisper, or Discord. I'll message in chat. There you go.
Thank God you saved me from rambling about the Virtual Heritage Flight program for like another 2 minutes. So congratulations for that too. Much appreciated.
I think we could wrap it up now. We'll go ahead and end the stream, and like I said, we'll be over in the Discord. So come join us, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you for joining us today. And
party on Discord.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Woo woo.
See ya.